So here we are in part 6 of lesson 69, and we're talking about creating power and understanding that the shoulder turn in the first inch, that is the creation of power. Now I know you may have heard this story before, but my father, bless him, when I was 14 years of age, he came home and he tossed a book on the table. He'd been in W.H. Smith's and he saw this book. And in those days, Tony Jacklin used to have a cartoon strip in the Sunday Express every Sunday, 4 little cartoons with speech bubbles, and Tony Jacklin was teaching this guy called Bill. And Bill couldn't hit a cow in the bum with a banjo. Now, although it was a lovely spontaneous present, it was a disaster for my golfing career at that time, because I absorbed the 100 cartoon strips, which each had 4 pictures. So at the age of 14, I found myself standing on a railway line, holding a budgerigar, with a straight left arm, a soft right elbow, a one-piece takeaway, with the toe of the club pointed to the sky, of course. I'm now holding a tray of drinks and pulling a bell rope, stepping off the railway line and letting go of the budgie, rotating the forearms and clearing the hips, club going down line with the toe in the air, with a high maypole finish. Of course, the buckle of the belt must be towards the target, and the club across the back of my head. Oh, and keep it simple. I spent the last 40 years recovering from that rather poisonous book, because what it did, it gave me a 400-piece jigsaw puzzle with no lid. Now the trouble with bits of a jigsaw puzzle, they're not wrong, but they're just bits of information and knowledge. They only become understanding at the point they fit into the lid. So, if I can get this into you as a principle, if your grip and posture are really very good, when the left shoulder makes the 9-inch journey, 15 good things happen. Now, a little joke for you. What's the number of inches difference between a beginner at golf and a tournament pro? The answer is 6. So, here's the tournament we're setting up. Mildly impressive, I think you'll agree. Now, from there, I turn my shoulder and my throat. I've got everything I need. Now, there's only 6 inches difference. I'm going to drop my chin by 2, raise my hands by 2, and my knees by 2. If I was your pro and a pro-am, I think you'd be disappointed. Where's the head assistant? I said, hang on, I'm quite good really, just give me 6 inches back. 2, 2, and 2. So the devil's in the detail. So, if your grip and posture are the best quality that you can muster, the left shoulder creates 15 things. However, 6 inches out at address, 2, 2, and 2, then I've got nothing for the left shoulder turn. So, let's just clear our minds. We've taken great care in setting up, and we understand that the left shoulder is the first inch of the journey. The left shoulder goes to the throat. Now, when the grip and posture are good, the left shoulder to the throat creates the 15 things. Here they are. The left shoulder creates the swing plane and the path and the width of the arc. When the left shoulder turns, the shoulders coil and twist. When the left shoulder turns, my torso and core muscles are engaged. When I turn my left shoulder, my hips coil through about 45 degrees. When I turn my left shoulder, my knees move and my knees remain flexed, but my right knee moves back and my weight shifts a bit. Okay, so when I turn my left shoulder, all the things are happening. Now let's add some more in. If the grip is good, if my left shoulder turns, my forearms roll and rise to plane. When I turn my left shoulder, my wrists cock correctly. When I turn my left shoulder, I know how long my backswing should be. And when I turn my left shoulder, I know what pace it should be. Isn't that good news? If your setup's great, the left shoulder gives you 15 good things. And if you didn't know that before today, you've been working on those 15 things, either in succession or on a bad day in the 1.8 seconds it takes to swing a golf club. So hopefully I can relieve you from all that stress. If you set up beautifully, the creation of power for the left shoulder gives you the 15 things. And now you know that, hopefully it's going to become simpler, but I didn't say it was going to become easier. So, I've given you a concept. You go through your pre-shot routine, you tip from the hip, you build your grip. In slow motion, I'm going to turn my left shoulder under my throat. If I stand up, you'll see that I'm in plane. So, here's my horizontal plane. The ball's opposite the top of my sternum. This is my baseball swing or my axe swing. I coil in plane. Okay, there's the axe, there's the driver, there's the 6-iron, there's the wedge. Now, when you turn the left shoulder under your throat, those 15 things are subject to a variety of change. So with a wedge, the shoulder turn will give you a short, upright, wristy swing. The same rotation with the driver will give you a long, flat, rolly swing. Do not try and groove the swing and impose one swing on 13 clubs. It can't be done. And Bryson DeChambeau, don't spend your money on clubs all the same length. It doesn't work. If it did work, Bryson's driver would be 6-iron length, but it doesn't work. So save your money. Throw that in for free. Okay, so we got it. Great pre-shot routine gives us simplicity, because the pre-shot routine is good and the shoulder hits the throat. Guess what? Everything you want is on a plate. So for me, the pre-shot routine is a thought process that becomes a feeling. And in the same way, the backswing is a feeling. It's a feeling of creating power through the left shoulder. Okay, 15 good things have happened. Now hit the shot. Okay, and I'll let Simon show you the finish on that one, because that's the best 6-iron I can hit right down the flag at Pebble Beach. Okay, prepare beautifully, load the power for the shoulder, and then hit the shot.